Growing Empire from Sassy. Jenny Harper leaves. Spywire can't get a run from Dancing Storm. Still Growing Empire staving them off. And Growing Empire won it. Head Bob a second. Bit of Moose at the 100. Strawberry Rock still not getting there. Harlan right down the middle is finishing well. Jennifer Moose now. Strawberry Rock's coming at Jennifer Moose. It's a head-bobbing finish, a photo. Imperatrice, 100 to go. Johnny Rocker bravely giving her a race, but it's the Kiwi Wonder. 10 Group 1. Imperatrice from Johnny Rocker.
Race number 1 at Flemington is an open mare's handicap over the 1100 metres, and I'm with Rich Fortune on top. I think this horse is clearly the one to beat. Damien Lane in the saddle with 54 kilos. Jerome Hunter trains. It was disappointing last start in Sydney, though has been going around in some really good races throughout its career, winning a couple of stakes races and will finish a couple of lengths off Imperatrice in the Lightning behind Private Eye and Espionage behind good horses. 4th at Geelong behind Ray Magnier looks good considering he beat Midtown Boss, who go around favourite in the next. And that's Group 1 form, and was beaten by Katsu in the Kensington, who goes around one of the main chances later in the Ricard. I think Rich Fortune's clearly the one to beat. Lempecker, if it can produce what it produced last night at Caulfield up the straight, as a chance. Mega Mere backed early into $7. Can run well for Willow, and Senegali with a lightweight $18 looks to be over the odds. But I'm with Rich Fortune in the first, 40 the win. I think it's just better than this field. Race number 2 at Flemington is a benchmark 78 over the 1100 metres, and I'm with Midtown Boss, the boss to win it. Mark Zara in the saddle with the big weight with a wide draw. This horse was so impressive, winning first up for its campaign after being gelded as an even money favourite, bolted in by 2.5 lengths, beating a subsequent Group 1 place getter in Mornington Glory. And he hasn't been beaten far its last couple, beaten by Ray Magnier 3 starts to go, and that's Group 1 form. Twin Perfection last start had its chance there, was a little bit disappointing, but then was stepped back up to the 1200 and was beaten by Johnny Rocker, who was a great run last Saturday, running Imperatrice to a half length. And I think this horse has got the form on the board. He picks himself here. I think he's clearly the one to beat Midtown Boss. Tollbreaker for second. He hasn't got the record he has without being a good horse, and I think first up can show them something here. Clear second pick, flying on a limb for third, and Scissor Step was impressive, winning first up for fourth. But I am with Midtown Boss to score. Race 2, Flemington, 30 the win and 8 the win, 5 a place on Tollbreaker if he is too good for them. Race number 3 at Flemington is the Furphy Mile over the 1600 metres, and Forgot You looks an absolute standout here. Down the track in 2 Group 1s over in Perth. He's come back. He's jumped out like an absolute bomb. He's been wanting to find the front under his own team, and that's what I think with barrier number 1 is going to be really finding him in good stead here. I think he can lead this field in a race that doesn't look a lot of tempo on paper. B. Hunter Rolls may be going forward. Elsa Leota will be up there, but bar those couple, there's not a lot of speed in the race, and I think Blake Shin can take the race by the scruff of the neck. Galaron for second, I think is a clear second pick. Damien Lane in the saddle screams X Factor. The import having its first start for Annabelle Neesham. Aaron Bay was good, winning second up. That was disappointing last start. And Frankie Pino, he's racing well. He's racing well, but the age is catching up to him here. The Wangoon winner, and I think can run well here. But Forgot You for mine is a standout here. 25 to win. Race number 4 at Flemington is the Group 3 TBV Thoroughbred Breeders' Stakes over the 1200 metres, and it's Amita's time to shine here. Won dominantly on debut, eased down last start. Mark Zara sticks 56 kilos. What beats it? Barrier number 1, done it from the front and done it from behind. I think it's clear the one to beat, and it's my best bet of the day here. 210 is a cracking price. Could easily start $1.65 on the day. To be or not to be for second will be up on speed for a long way. Yes, Lulu will be charging home at the end in reasonable point. Was good on its debut run, but though disappointing last start in Sydney. Though came out of the Riesling, which will prove I think a good form reference. But Amina for mine in the Breeders' Stakes. She's just got too much class for this field. 50 to win, my best bet of the day. Race number 5 at Flemington is the listed ADA Bob Hoisted Stakes over the 1,000 metres. They're going to fly here. What you needs first up? Can he improve or can he win first up? That's the big question. Is he going to turn up on the day? I think he's a good chance, but I'm with Katsu. I think 1,000-meter horse, 1,000-meter race, up the straight. Every time it's been in 1,000 metres, it's absolutely bolted in, and I don't think that's going to be a difference here. Beat Rich Fortune, who I think will win the first in the Kensington, and I think is hard to beat here. Geordie Charlton settled with a good draw. What do you need? Anywhere near his best, bolts in here. Gets a significant weight pull off Katsu, having ran second to him in a recent jump. Had Sons Toots, hard fit in form, looking for the 4-peat up the straight, 54 kilos. He'll be running well for Mickey D. She'll be running well for Mickey D. And Recommendation will be up on speed for a long way. But Katsu for mine, as they say it, as I've already said, the old recipe, 1,000-meter horse, 1,000-meter race. 25 the win, Katsu, and 10 the win on what you need, just in case he is too good for them. Race number 6 at Flemington is the Grand Classic Handicap over the 2,000 metres at benchmark 80 level, and I'm with Lording on top. Now, I thought the favourite was too short to begin with, but I'm with Lording with a fair bit of confidence here. Ben Melham riding winner on this horse. It's past 2, and it probably doesn't help that I've got a share in him, but I think he can win this, and I think he's going to win it. From the outside draw, the stable report has been to go forward, settle right behind the leaders, and if he gets that position, see what I see, he's going to have to do a lot of work to get to him and then pass him. 2.15, I think, for the favourites, a little bit too short. Rebadge was good running home behind Lording last up. That has to turn it around on that horse. Isn't well weighted to do so and claim the crown. Might be going to the Country Cup on Sunday, but we'll have to see what happens with that horse. Lording for mine in the Grand Classic Handicap, 40 the win. I think he's going to absolutely cane them here. Very confident. Race 7 at Flemington is the listed Sunlight Classic over the 1,100 metres, and I'm with Estriella here. Hard fit, dominant performance last start. Blake Shin in the settle, 3 from 6, 2 seconds to go along an A. Outside draw, I don't think she's going to lead. It'll be like her winning the Kevin Hayes first up, comes storming down the outside, and I think this is the best horse in the race. Bar, of course, I Am Unstoppable, though he has to give her weight. Has to give her weight, and also she's fitter than he is. I Am Unstoppable with clear second pick, ran really well in the Coolmore last year, beating the slipper winner in Shinzo. Arkansas Kid for third, I thought it could run really well at $12, and $81 for the King seems the wrong price for Luke Curry, Peter and Paul Snowden, bringing it down south. But Estriella for mine in the Sunlight, I'm pretty confident, 35 the win. Race 8 at Flemington is the Group 1 Tab Australian Cup over the 2,000 metres. And you know what? I'm going to do it again. I'm with Mr. B on top. Mr. Brightside. Barrier number 1 doesn't have to be a mile off Pride of Jenny, who looks to lead this race. I think he'll settle right behind her here from the inside draw. Can finally settle closer to her. 4th up, hard fit. Ran a very good second to her last time. Was actually taking ground off Pride of Jenny. Pride of Jenny's only 3rd up here. Curry at the 2,000 metres, though, is well back. I think they're going to start pretty close to the same prices here. Pride of Jenny and Mr. Brightside. Legato, I thought, was a clear second pick. The Guineas winner coming over from New Zealand's Prune Racing really well. Should have won last start. $12 is over the odds. A Tissue, 2,000 metres, no Curry, 3rd up for Blake Shin. And Cascading, he won the race last year, though it was a weaker edition of the race. And I think every time Mr. Brightside and Cascading they met, Mr. Brightside has had its measure, so I couldn't get Cascading any higher than 4th, even though I was with him last year. But Mr. Brightside for mine in the Australian Cup, I think anything north of 230 is just get on price. $40 the win on the champion. Race number 9 at Flemington is the listed Roy Higgins over the 2,600 metres for Lexus, and I think I've completely lost it here. How is Dunkel not favourite and quite dominant favourite? 650 is an absolute steal for this horse. He's the best horse in the race. He's the best stayer in the race. He gets Billy Egan, Paddy Payne for grand final, trained to a minute, Group 1 winner, won the SA Derby over this trip. 100 metres less, but did it in dominant fashion that day. And this one's got a lethal turn of foot, auto settle on the fence, get the most sweetest run in transit, pull out at the 650, and come charging over the top of them and make a good thing of it. I can't see why 650 is available. I think it should be well under 3s here. Glenn Tanis was beaten by Dunkel last start. Though Glenn Tanis then came out and beat him in the Pakenham Cup, though Dunkeld wasn't right on that occasion. Mark Twain coming over from New Zealand, and Celino probably has the best staying form of the roughies in the race. For Blake Shin, Chris Waller, think can run well, but Dunkeld and the Roy Higgins for mine, he's the winner. 35 the win. Race number 10 at Flemington is a benchmark 84 over the 1400 metres to finish Australian Cup Day, and Tijuana, it's not a mistake, on top. $31 is a crazy price about this horse. I thought it was a good run, resuming. Jumped well, but they were snagged back in an on-pace dominated race. That was the end of its chances. Ben Mellon aboard here. 60.5 kilos, deserves to carry the weight because of what it's done in the past, but draws really well. Inside draw, and a jockey that is no stranger to riding horses on speed. Why would Ben Mellon, a jockey, not a horse, that's in really good form, jump on a horse that had no form and that he didn't think could win? $31, crazy price. Euphoric 3 from 3 first up, I think can run well, though maybe has to lift slightly. Dan Moore in the settle 58 gears can run well, but needs luck from the wide draw. Reinberg I thought was under the odds at 440. He's going to have to do a little bit of work from the outside draw, and he's only second up. And journalism for fourth. But Tijuana, I think, will be up on speed for a long way in a race that lacks tempo. Just watch it win. $31. You'll think, how did we let it go that price? 50 in the win. Thank you, everyone, for watching my preview for Group 1 Australian Cup Day. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next weekend for Golden Mile Day at Bendigo. I'm pretty keen on a couple on this card. Mr. Beta proved too good for them. Estriella to win the Sunlight, and I'm hoping that Katsu can win the Bob Hoisted, though I'm petrified of what you need. But it's going to be a great card of racing, and I can't wait to see it unfold on Saturday. But like I said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.